Hey guys, get ready with me while I tell you how I caught my ex-boyfriend cheating with my best friend. Okay, so this was like a few months ago, but I was hanging out with my best friend, and my boyfriend knew this, and he was like, oh, can I come hang out with y'all? And I was like, sure, because this is like a normal thing. Like, we've done this before. Well, we've hung out in like groups, not really like a trio. But I asked my best friend, I was like, oh, is that fine? Like, can you come over? And this is like, I didn't really put it together, but she seemed a little bit too happy. But she was like, yeah, sure, like, you can come over, that's fine. My ex comes over, and we're like, what should we do? Let's just go in my basement and watch a movie or something. But before this, me and my best friend were playing pickleball, so I was, like, kind of sweaty. And if my ex was coming over, like, I would want to be clean. So I go and take a shower. I go in the shower, and before I go in, they're, like, sitting across from the couch. Like, they're not even close together or anything. So I'm like, I didn't think anything of it. And I'm probably in the shower for like 10 minutes, and then I realized I didn't have my conditioner because it was the basement shower. So I put my towel on me, and I go upstairs to get my normal conditioner. That's when I walk out. I see them on the couch together, blanket over them, and I see pants on the ground. So I'm literally wrapped in a towel, and I'm like, I'm gonna give y'all 1 minute before I completely lose my shit. So I go back in the bathroom, put my clothes back on with my hair, like, literally soaking. I didn't even dry it off. And I go back in. They're, like, uncovered. And then my best friend tries to run up the stairs, and she's like, oh, I'm just going to leave y'all to it. Like, I'll just go. And then that's when I completely turn into a psychopath because, I mean, who wouldn't? So she's running up the stairs, and I'm screaming at her. And I grab a book off the bookshelf and throw it at her. It doesn't hit her head, it hits like her shoulder, but she starts like crying like I just attacked her. Well, I mean, I did. So this is when my boyfriend makes a run for it. He goes out like the back door of my basement, and so I leave my best friend. She's like crying on the stairs, and I run out the door with like chasing my boyfriend. And mind you, I didn't have the best taste in men, so he was literally a bum. He didn't have a car to drive. He didn't have a job. So he was trying to run home. Like, he only lives, like, 0.5 miles away. So he's trying to run, and I get in my car. And I just, like, full throttle. But when I reach him, obviously I slow down, but it still kind of, like, bumps him. So he goes, like, and under the car. But I didn't run him over. It was like a little love tap, you know? Well, obviously, no love. Full of hate. So he comes up from the car, and this is where I, like, was actually dying laughing because he's like, I'm so sorry, like, I don't deserve you. Literally hit me again with your car, just run me over. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, please calm down. Like, why am I telling you to calm down? And I'm just like, go to your house, give me all my stuff, and I never want to see you again. And then he pulls the bullshit. I didn't even want her. Like, she threw herself on me. She was trying to blackmail me. Be so fucking for real. So a few weeks later, not to my surprise, they start dating. And she's now pregnant with this kid. Maybe his kid, honestly. I don't even know. But it's okay because I'm getting ready to hang out with his homeboy. So moral of the story, never let your best friend and boyfriend hang out or they will both stab you in the back. But if they do, then you just run him over with your car.
Get ready with me while I talk about the drama with my ex-best friend that eventually led to me getting kicked off the track team for being too messy. Okay, this was like such middle school drama because this was in middle school. We had been friends for we had been best friends for like 2 years. I was in 8th grade and she was in 7th grade. We used to be like super like locked in, like close friends. Like, I would go to her house like almost every single day, and we would have a sleepover almost every single weekend. Like, we were that close, and like, oh my god. And like, in middle school, I was very aggressive and just messy. I was just a very messy person. And like, I was aggressive, I was rude, I was mean. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, sometimes I still am now, but I was like a genuine like crash out in middle school. Which is not a flex at all, but that's just how I was. I don't know, I just had really bad anger issues, so just keep that in mind. So this girl was like, we were both like the same. Not a lot of people like really liked us or whatever, and like I had a lot of drama going on in middle school, and she did too, because I feel like it's middle school. It's not middle school without all the unnecessary drama, you know? So yeah. Anyway, she was a part of this really, like, big friend group. You know, like, those fake-ass friend group type shit? Like, where they were all just, like, get together, make TikToks and stuff, and then talk shit about each other later. Yeah, so she was, like, a part of that. And, like, every time she would beef with someone, I would, like, back her up. Because people thought I would, like, people were scared of me. Like, they were like, oh my god, Kim's gonna beat me up. Baby, I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover, not a fighter. But they would be like, I don't know. And they would, like, get their shit together real quick if I got involved. And she was, like, I don't know, every time she got into drama, like, I would, like, back her up, you know? Because that's my homegirl. That's my best friend. Of course I'm gonna back her up. And one day, she was, liking this guy that she wasn't supposed to like. Because her friend had dated. It was just so messy. Like, this friend group just dates everyone. It's like, you know, like Embry, Presley, Ren, and all of them. It's like where they just date each other consistently, like that same friend group. They're just passed around. Yeah, it's the same with, like, that in, like, middle school. No hate to, like, Embry and Presley and all of them. And, like, Brennan and stuff. But it's, like, they just date each other. And, I mean, they're all fine, so I get it. Like, if you're, like, okay, I'm just gonna stop right there. Don't hate on me, because I'm not hating. Okay, I'm not hating. I'm just saying. But, yeah, she was, like, liking this one guy that her friend was currently dating. And she was like, oh, stuff like that. And I was like, girl, if they're having problems, just leave it. And if, don't go for him now. Don't go for him now. Wait till they break up. That's what I said. And obviously, they all found out that she was crushing on him, so they all got, like, mad. And then there was, like, more drama. Don't really care, didn't really listen to her. It's just too much. And I remember she said something about me. She was like, oh, if you do that, I don't even remember. It was 2 years ago. But she said something about me to her friend, and I was like, why are you saying all this about me? Like, you're literally lying to my face. And she was like, okay, I'm sorry. And I was like, it's fine. I don't really care. Like, you're my homegirl. It's fine. And then she started lying to me about some other girl. She was like, oh, yeah, she's saying this and this and this about you. So I confront her, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? If you have a problem with me, let me know to my face. Don't talk about me behind my back. And she was like, I don't know what you're talking about, but this girl's talking bad about you behind your back. So I was like, what? It was just so messy, you know? So then I confronted my best friend. I was like, hey, sorry. Then I confronted her. I was like, hey, like, what's going on? Like, this girl's saying this about you. And she was like, that's not true at all. And obviously, that's my best friend. So I'm gonna believe her over that other girl I don't fucking like. So she was like, no, on God. Like, on God, it's like, stuff like that. That it's not true. And I was like, okay, I believe you. I'm not religious. So even if and she's super religious. I'm not religious, so I don't put stuff on God. Like, I don't do that. But she's, like, super religious, so she only puts, like, you're only supposed to put stuff on God when, like, you're genuinely not lying. And even then, I don't think you're supposed to. So I was just like, okay, I think she's telling the truth, because it's, like, a big deal to say, like, on God. At least, like, to her it is. Like, that's what she said. So I was like, okay, I believe you. But then another, like, a couple of her other friends who don't fucking like her anymore came up to me, and they were like, oh, she's saying this and this and this about you. And she's just lying consistently. Like, she's doing this, she's doing that. She's being messy. So I was like, girl. Obviously, I defended her. I was like, no, she isn't. Like, that's my homegirl. Like, I don't know what y'all are on about. And then I asked her, I confronted her about it. I was like, hey, girl, like, they're accusing you of doing this. If you did it, let me know. Like, I don't care. I'm going to defend you either way. She was like, no, on God, I didn't do it. On God, I didn't do it. And then I was like, okay, I believe you. And then I found out, literally screenshots, receipts, everything. I got everything you can think of got sent to me about her. So I was like, girl, why is you lying on God? So I just stopped talking to her. I was like, girl, you need to get your shit together, because I'm not trying to be a part of all that. Like, no. And she just kept consistently lying and putting everything on God. Even though, like, you've been caught in the act, babe. Just stop lying. Like, stop digging a hole. You're already in a hole. Stop digging if you want to get out of it. So I just stopped talking to her, and she was like, what did I even do? That's not my fault. And I was just, like, ignoring her. And then, like I would just still talk to her at school, but, like, I wouldn't really, like, respond to her messages and stuff. And then one day she, like, went over the top, and she said something about someone that I'm friends with. So I was just, like, I just ignored her at school, and then she started, like, yelling at me in the freaking, like, line to get on the bus. She's like, what did I do? Like, why are you mad at me? I didn't do anything. I was like, if you want to get slapped in your fucking face, get the fuck out of my face. And she was like, whatever. And she walked away, and I was like, girl, who is you? Anyways, after that, I just stopped talking about her. And she would just consistently just talk about me non-stop. She was like, oh, she's so ugly, she's so annoying, stuff like that. And she got, like, her whole friend group to hate on me. So I was just like, whatever, I'm, like, a whole year ahead of you. Fuck out of my fucking face. Mind you, they would just do this behind my back. The second I'm, like, in, like, if I see them in the hallway, I'm walking this way, I'm staring them down, like, the fuck? They would look down, head down, looking at the lockers, like, girl, keep that same fucking energy. If you're gonna talk shit about me, keep that same energy if you see me in person. Like, can we keep it a buck? But anyways, like, that just really pissed me off. So obviously, as one does, I start posting about it on my private story on Snapchat. I forget she's on my private story, so she's freaking screen recording everything, screenshots and everything, and she's confronting me about it. She's like, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, stuff like that, like, I don't even know. And I was like, girl, shut up, go get braces, go fix your teeth. I can't be talking about my teeth, about other people's teeth, because mine are low-key kind of crooked too, but I don't give a fuck. Hers were messed up. So I was like, girl, your teeth are social distancing, and they're overcrowded, okay? It's like an over-fucking population in your fucking mouth. Get the fuck out of my fucking... Sorry, I cussed way too much. I was like, get out of my face. And she was like, screenshot. And I was like, I'm not scared. I'm saying I said what I said. I would say it to your face. I will say it again. I don't care. But, like, my middle school, it's like, they're very, like, uptight, like, up your ass. Like, once one person says it becomes, like, a whole thing. And they're like, bullying. Like, it was friendly fire, okay? She was talking about, oh, you're so ugly, oh, you're so unathletic. Girl, I run faster than you. I ran track. I ran cross country. I played basketball. I don't know about you, but I'm athletic. Anyways, I'm running out of time, so I just be yapping yap. I don't know. If y'all want to hear part 2, let me know, because I can't even lie, I'm a very messy freaking person. Like, what? Anyways, if any of y'all cared and stayed to the end of the freaking video, let me know if y'all want to hear part 2. Okay?
Story time about the time I walked in on him with another girl and literally took a video of it. This had happened freshman year. I'm a senior now, and I'm in a very healthy relationship now. So like I said, this was 3 years ago, and it was this guy's birthday. And for his birthday, he had a bunch of people from his high school right down the road come to his apartment and, like, pregame with us before we went to another party. Also, my best friend was in town, so she was visiting. And for his birthday, I had got him this chain. Keep this in your mind. So the night rolls around, and we're all at his apartment pre-gaming, and all of his, like, high school friends show up. First red flag is that literally nobody said hi. Keep in mind, these people are still in high school. Second red flag is when we were playing, like, beer pong, I literally had slipped and, like, fell on my back, and one of the girls was like, blah, 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 get your girl, talking about me, and he did not help me off the ground. 2 of his other friends helped me off the ground. And we were, like, laughing about it. But, like, what do you mean, well, get your girl? Like, and he didn't even help me up. The third red flag is that when me and all my friends were, like, in the living room, him and all these, like, high school girls were in his room taking shots out of, like, our alcohol bottles. So we were like, no, absolutely not. And we put our alcohol bottles in the closet. Keep that in mind, too. So the pregame's about over, and we walk, like, a neighborhood over to this, like, party that this guy was having. And there was, like, a ton of us, and we're all walking, and I noticed, like, him and this another girl just, like, talking, like, behind everybody. They're, like, way back. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna think anything of it because it's his high school friends. He probably hasn't seen them in a while, and why would I need to overthink? So we're in this party, and there's, like, a downstairs and an upstairs. And one of my friends was like, Megan, I just saw go upstairs with this girl. Like, do you want me to go check on them? Like, that was, like, 10 minutes ago. And I was like, sure. Like, I don't care. And so she, like, went up there, and she came back down, and she was like, he had his arm around her. And I was like, you know what? Like, I don't care. I really don't care. So the night was getting pretty late, and I remember he had, like, Snapchatted me or something. I was like, hey, like, we're all going back to my apartment. Like, we're just, like, tired or whatever. And then time rolls around, and it's, like, actually time to, like, go, you know? So we walk back to his apartment, and it's, like, me and, like, 4 other of my girlfriends. And I remember he, like, wasn't answering my Snapchat, so I was like, I feel like we're like about to walk in on something. Like I just have like a gut feeling something's not right. When we get back to his apartment, we open like his like main door to his apartment, and these girls just like start like giggling. They're like, and they're like, oh gosh. And I like turn my head, and in my head I'm like, oh gosh, what? Then like me and my 4 girlfriends like go over to his room door, and it's locked. So then my friend Tatum's whispering, and she's like, Megan, like, I'm gonna knock, pretend you're not here, like don't say anything. So she knocks, and she's like, blah blah blah, like his name. She was like, I'm just here to get my alcohol, like I'm going back to Megan's dorm. And he's like, 1 second. Now it's been like 2 minutes, and he still's not open the door. And she's like, open up, like banging on it and yelling at him. And he's like, hold on, and like opens it. And this is where I like blacked out, like barely remember what went down. We walk in, and Tatum opens the closet to get her alcohol off the top shelf. And what do we see? A little rat hiding in the closet. And my first instinct, I don't know, I have never walked in on something like that. My first instinct was to literally take a video. So I pulled my phone out of my back pocket. I opened Snapchat, and I took a video. I took a video of her hiding in the closet, and then I took a video of him like laying on his bed. And then I like ran out. And I ran into his roommate's room, and I was just like crying because I was like, what the heck did I just walk into? And I literally hear my best friend in the other room like screaming at him. And then in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, what about the chain? I just got him today. I was like, Tatum, please go get it from me. I'm like returning it. So she literally goes back in his room and is like, give me the chain. And he's like, what chain? And this like high school girl is still just like sitting in his room, and he's like, what chain? Like pretending I didn't get him a chain that morning. And she was like, the one on your neck. And he's like so freaked out and scared, he's shaking. He can't get it off. So he goes, Tatum, can you help me get it off? So then I run to my other guy friend's apartment where like everybody would hang out at. And I did not go back to my dorm because I had my best friend there, my brother was in town, my brother's friend was in town, and then my roommate, obviously, in a little dorm. So I was like, I'm just gonna sleep on my friend's couch and like go back to my dorm in the morning. And then I woke up on their couch the next morning to someone standing over me while I'm sleeping going, Megan, Megan. And I wake up and it's him, and I was like, what are you doing in here? And I was like, don't talk to me, don't talk to me. And he was like, this is what he says. Can I get you Andy's and we can talk it out? Sir, it is 9 in the morning. We're going to go to Andy's and you're going to talk about how I just walked in on you with another girl? No. So yeah, that is like the story of the time I walked in on him with another girl and took a video of it. And oh my gosh, he got like messed up on campus by all my friends. My friends would roll the windows down and like scream at him, and he'd be like talking to like other girls on campus or as like friends, and they'd be like, screw you, like screaming at him through the window. Or like my whole sorority like posted on Yik Yak or something. I can't really remember. I have a bunch of screenshots, but yeah, so that's literally the time I took a video of it. Obviously, it doesn't faze me anymore because I'm in a new relationship at this point. It's hilarious, like so funny, and I had to share it because I want y'all to hear. Should I post the video? Bye.
Alright guys, get ready with me while I tell you all this stupid, crazy shit that happened yesterday. And why I'm home from vacation 5 freaking days early. So basically, I'm just in my camper, minding my business, 2 feet away from the ceiling, and then all of a sudden, a lightning strike literally hits our camper. Like, it was hot and loud, really loud, and scary. Speaking of lightning, the power just went out because there's a thunderstorm happening right now. Okay, it just went out again, but basically, our camper's toast. The electrical's all fried, the breaker panel blew up, the fridge blew up, the lights blew up, everything smelled smoky, and it didn't end well. And during all that, the AC was broken from the lightning, so we had to pack everything up in the heat with no air conditioning. So basically, it sucked ass, and it was really, really hot, but at least I didn't die. I guess that's good. So we probably won't have a camper again, but on the bright side, maybe now we can get a boat. People are probably going to think I'm snobby for saying that, but I'm just trying to be positive. Anyways, side note, I've been wanting to make like a photo dump Instagram, like kind of like a Pinterest, but just on Instagram. So let me know if you guys would be interested in that, because I feel like it's way easier to post all my pictures. I'm also going to sound crazy for this, but I like really need to have a panic attack. Like, obviously that's not a good thing, and I haven't had one in months, but I need to get all my emotions out. Like, I can't cry. I have so much like little things pent up inside me, and nothing big enough has happened for me to like cry my eyeballs out. And I always feel so much better after I have a panic attack, but I need something big enough to happen so I can have one. Like, Ari, who the fuck wishes they could have a panic attack? But it's me, bitch. It's me. It's literally 6:30 right now, so I don't even know like why I'm getting ready, but I just felt like I needed to tell my story. I can't see my boyfriend for 2 weeks because he's at camp, and that's not helping my stress levels. Which, like, love you, go have fun, but also come back, I miss you. My eyelashes are still too wet to curl, so I'm doing my hair stuff while I wait for them to dry. This stuff has honestly helped my hair so much, because without it, my hair is so dry and frizzy and gross. I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get to stay on vacation, but I did go scuba diving and found some baby shark teeth in the spring. I haven't worn makeup in like 3 days, so my eyelashes are feeling really nice, and I'm about to ruin them with more mascara. And then I'm probably going to sleep in it tonight and complain that my eyelashes are falling out the next day like they always do. Okay, anyways, that's it. Love you, bye.
Get ready with me for school, except today I'm breaking up with my cheating boyfriend. I've been up since probably 5 a.m. and it's 5:50 right now, but my stomach feels like nervous, so I have not been able to go back to sleep. So just to give a little bit of background, I've known about this since yesterday at the point that he added her back. I knew about this the whole time. So at first he was just like, we're just gonna call this girl Abigail. Her name is not Abigail, but he was just like, hey Abigail, how are you? And she was just like, hey, because they used to be a thing before. So of course he's gonna want to snap her and stuff. But he was just like, hey Abigail, how are you? And then she was like, oh my gosh, girl, he added me back, he's texting me, what do you want me to say? I'm gonna help you out here. If he cheats, I'm gonna tell you. I was like, okay, thank you. And then he was like, I was like, just tell him that you like his hair or something, because I know that he knows that he just, because he got a buzz over the summer and now he has his hair back. So I was like, just say that you like his hair or something. And so she did. He was like, thank you Abigail, I've just been growing it out, I don't even really like it that much. Now mind you, he did tell her that he had a girlfriend, and she was like, oh well, can we also, she was doing this all she did not mean anything. She did this all for me, because she after he added her back, she wanted to catch him with me. She was just like, oh well, then can we just stay friends and snap as friends? And he's like, yeah, that's fine, but if you get on my best friends list, I'm gonna have to unadd you, but I'll add you back later. And it just went completely downhill from there. He asked her to FaceTime, and that's where I finally was like, oh my god, he's gonna cheat on me. Then he sent her a picture of his legs and was like, you like ? And then he started asking her for pictures, example, let me see it. And I have a feeling, a small feeling, he's gonna try to tell me that this was not cheating. Also, I just want to throw that in there. Anyways, I then gave her full permission. I was like, girl, get just do whatever you want, because at this point it's gone too far, and so you might as well just keep it going. So then it did, as a matter of fact, keep going. He sent her his abs pictures, and that's where I really lost it and started having a full-on mental breakdown. Then she had to go to practice, so she was like, I gotta go, and he was like, all right, hurry, I want to see you. Then later she got back, and he hung up on me and was like, I was upset. I was crying, but I just told him I had a bad day. But no, it was because I knew about him cheating on me. But he was like, all right, I'll just leave you alone. If you want to be alone, that's okay. You can just spend this night alone. Like, okay. Yeah, then whenever they were on FaceTime, I did get a screen recording of it. He's like laughing, and he's just like... and like has his shirt off, and of course he has like muscles, so like his arms up just to like show his like muscles. And this whole time I'm like losing it. I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I cannot believe that he would do this. Like, this is so messed up. And he started telling her, sorry, I'm looking for my Aquaphor, but then he started telling her that what they had over the summer, which was just snapping back and forth, was the favorite thing that he's ever had. Then he starts making a second Snap account, and she tells me about it, but he made a second Snap account so that I wouldn't see it. Now here's like the end of it, but he was like, Abigail, you're so hot, like we really need to hang out. I just want to make you feel good. I'm just like really turned on right now. And then he unadded her, so I'm guessing he's just gonna unadd her for the night, and then probably, or for the day, and then probably just add her back at night so that I won't see it. But little does he know, he won't have to do that because I'm gonna break up with him. But I may not seem affected now, but honestly, I really loved this man, and I'm really sad that this is happening because I honestly did not want to break up. I even considered not breaking up even after I found out that he cheated me, but I would just never be able to trust him again. So, ladies and gents, this is your sign to not cheat. Don't cheat on your significant other, because I'm just saying people find out everything, and I'm glad that this happened because I'm guessing he's doing this with about 5 other girls right now. I have a plan for how I'm going to break up with him, and that includes taking a video, so let me know if you want to see that. I'll probably post it on my spam for sure, but I don't know about on this account. But if you're still watching, you're a real one, and I'm going to post an update tomorrow.
Ready with me to go to dance and a story time about how I got raped when I was like 2. Okay, starting off, my mom was a single mom with 2 kids. So she needed a babysitter for work. No, he wasn't just like a random guy. My mom knew him personally. So she didn't think anything of it. And nobody did. He's watched me before. I was, like I said, I was 2. My sister was probably like 13, but she wasn't there. So at the time, it was just like me and the babysitter. Mom did not know that he like raped other kids, obviously, or he would have never let him babysit me in the first place. Like, obviously I don't remember it, which is freaking amazing because I was 2, but details were said to me because I had to know them. There was court and everything. I'm gonna get to it. So my mom left for work and he was babysitting me. I actually don't know if he did this more than once. I think it was just once, but I could be wrong. I just deadass don't remember. But I was watching Dora, as always. I had a diaper on and I was like in a little nightgown. I was 2 years old. And then I got raped. And you're probably like wondering like how did my mom and everybody find out? Because of me. I was the one who like said something to my mom. I was like, he touched or something, and I like pointed down there because I wasn't an idiot, but I was also 2 years old. And then I told my mom, my dad's like a deadbeat. He was like in jail my whole entire life. And like, I don't know, I don't talk to anybody from my dad's side of the family just because they don't care to be in my life. But actually they seem to care about this. And they were actually like at the court and shit, which is surprising. And it's just like the bare minimum. Like, you should like be in my life, but like at least he came to that, and like my grandma did on my dad's side. That's probably like the only person I've ever been close with. But like, that's just besides the point. Sorry, I got off track. So I ended up telling the cops and stuff about like that he touched me, and obviously they believed me. And then I had to sit in front of one more person, but I was a bitch, and this makes me so angry. I was so scared to talk to, like, the judge and stuff, so I just couldn't. Like, I talked to my mom's lawyer and everything, and I, like, said everything fine. And, like, there was one more person I had to talk to, and then he would have been in jail. So he did not go to jail for raping me. It's pretty hard, like, but, like, also I was 2. But, like, it's hard knowing, like, I never got justice. I don't know, because that was, like, so long ago, but I don't know. So I never got justice, and he's still out there doing whatever he's doing. I hope he's not touching other kids, but he probably is. I don't think I was the only victim. Hey, everything happens for a reason. But, like, that's pretty much it. It's just, trauma, PTSD, I don't know. But that's the makeup. I didn't even do good on it, but I have dance. I will start giving story times about my personal life because I think it needs to be shared. So, moral of the story: if you're like my age and you're gonna have kids when you're older, don't let them babysit your kids. Bye, guys.
Story time on how I got grounded. So pretty much I received a call in the middle of the night by a government official. I can't really name names or like say why, but it's like government business, so I can't really say. But I wasn't allowed to tell anyone where I was going, and, you know, like, I couldn't tell my parents that I was going somewhere for the government. Like, I had to sneak out. So what I had to do is I had to take my mom's car, because my car's in the shop, and my mom's car is like $500,000 car, and it was like a 6-7 hour drive to New Mexico, which is, you know, pretty far from Texas. So I had to drive all the way to New Mexico for a super top secret mission. As I was driving there, I was about 6 hours away. It was like an hour and a half into the drive, and a big old moose freaking drives in front of my mom's car. And like I said, it's super expensive. And, you know, I wasn't paying attention, and I drove right into it. The car went flying into the ditch, and so did I. But I was committed to getting to my top secret mission that I had to do. So I ended up walking the rest of the way. And, you know, at this point, you know, I snuck out around midnight. At this point, it's like 12 p.m. the next day. I'm getting blown up on my phone. I had to turn off my location so my parents didn't know where I was. So I had to turn off my location. I was getting my phone blown up. They thought I was dead, so they sent out an Amber Alert for me. But since the government was on my side, and since it was like a mission, they like hacked into the Amber Alert system and like deleted it. And so like nobody was out looking for me. So when I finished the mission, can't say what it was, but it was just like top secret business. I ended up walking all the way back home, and by this time it's like 5 days later. So my parents haven't seen me for 5 days, and the Amber Alert obviously wasn't working. So people just thought I was dead. Like, people thought I was just gone. And so I got home, and my parents were like, oh my gosh, where were you? And I couldn't tell them where I was, because obviously it was like super secret. And so I lied, and I said that I was, you know, I went on vacation with my friends. Because, like, I don't know, I knew I was going to get in trouble either way. But that's the best lie I could come up with. And so they didn't take my phone because, I don't know, they just didn't take my phone. I think that the government might have, like, hacked into their brains and told them that they can't take my phone because, you know, I'm part of, like, a CIA mission type stuff. So they can't take my phone. So the government, like, tapped into their minds, you know? And so all they did was ground me from seeing my friends because that's what they thought I was with. They thought I went on a secret vacation with my friends. So they just grounded me from seeing my friends. That's why I have my phone. But that's why I'm grounded. But yeah, Mom and Dad, if y'all are seeing this, I actually was on a top secret mission that I didn't tell y'all about. Maybe y'all will unground me? Oh, and obviously they were really, really mad about the car. But, like,
I can pay them back. I can buy them a new car with the money I'm about to get from this government mission, you know? So it's not that really big of a deal. I told them I would pay them back for the car and, like, pay for the expenses. And they were really suspicious about that because they were like, this is a $500,000 car. How are you going to afford that? I was like, don't worry about it. Like, I got it covered. Like, what?
Story time on how I shot my pants at school my 10th grade year. My mom couldn't come pick me up because she was out of state. Also, get ready with me. And good morning. Now, I was going to keep the story to myself because I didn't want people from my school to see, but I'm entering my senior year in a month, meaning I don't give a fuck about any of them niggas. So one morning during my 10th grade year, I was feeling the bubbly guts. I was feeling like I was finna shit. But it was like early in the morning and I was thinking in my head like I should not go to school. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I was feeling pretty bad. Like not like bad, but I was borderline finna go to summer school. Like, I could not miss a day. Then it was the last week of school. I didn't have any room to miss a day, okay? So I get on the bus and y'all, my stomach is like rumbling and I ain't hungry. You know that bubbly feeling you get in your guts when you about to let out a mean ass fart? Yeah, that's the bubbly. And it was like that for the majority of the day. But the thing is, no farts were coming out. Like, it was just the same bubble. So all day, I'm just grinding. I feel like shit. But I'm grinding. Like, I'm not trying to go to summer school. So I'm just grinding. So now it's lunchtime. And it was a B-day, which means I got to see my mysterious senior fine. I miss him. But now he graduated. And he got a college girl now. Okay, y'all, so I'm with mysterious senior fine shit, right? And this is where I made the biggest mistake. I'm thinking that the bubbly feeling in my stomach is hunger. I'm not thinking that it's shit. I'm thinking, okay, I'm hungry. Let me go get some school lunch. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm not the school lunch type of girl. But in this scenario, I needed food. Because my stomach been rumbling all day. I'm like, let me go feed myself. Let me go put some in my system. Y'all, there were so many options. There were so much I could have gotten. But I decided to get the beef nacho. The beef nacho. Y'all, I'm fucking them nachos up in front of fine shit. I'm fucking them nachos up. They must have put crack in them nachos because I fucked it up every time. So y'all, I'm eating my nachos and I finish it, but my stomach is still bubbly and it gets even more bubbly. I'm like, how am I still hungry? So I asked fine shit for his nachos. I'm like, babe, please give me your nachos. I finished my nachos and I finished fine shit nachos. Now I got 2 sets of nachos in my system and my shit's still bubbling. And it keep bubbling and bubbling. I'm thinking in my head, okay, I'm just greedy. I'm just greedy. Something wrong with me, but no. That was shit building up. So me and fine shit just talking before he gets drafted to college and y'all, I gotta sneeze. Bad. You know, I was trying to sneeze all cute in front of fine shit. Like I was trying to hit one of my I sneezed like but I was gonna hit a cute. Okay. I should have just sneezed. No, I should have hit a because I did it and I sneezed. That's all you heard back there. That's all. Y'all, I farted so hard in front of fine shit. Like, he tried to make me feel better and laugh it off, but I could see in his eyes he was disgusted. I could see in his eyes this was the last time he was going to be speaking. But something was really peculiar about this fart, and I'm not trying to sound like a pick-me or nothing, but when I fart, like, it's slick, don't be smelling like nothing. Like, it has a little smell, but it's not, like, stinky. But this fart, it smell like straight dog. And y'all, fine shit smelt it too. Like, oh my god. So good thing the bell rung. Oh, by the way, he never talked to me again after this. So the bell rung and I'm still smelling my ass. That's like, I know that fart didn't stink that bad. Like, I'm still smelling shit. So y'all, I go to the bathroom to try to figure out what is going on. I see straight shit. Like, I'm like, bro, like, what do I even do in a situation like? So of course I don't want nobody else smelling this shit. Like, I don't want nobody else smelling. So I just stay in the bathroom for the rest of the day. But the thing is, I missed the class I was failing. I literally skipped the class so I didn't get to do any makeup work. I didn't get to turn in any missing assignments. But towards the end of the day, this lady came in to like do a bathroom check. I don't know why she came in the bathroom, but like she seen me like sitting on the bathroom floor and she called my mom and told my mom I was skipping and I got my phone taken. So I got my phone taken for skipping class because I shat my pants and I didn't want anybody else to smell it. If you ask me, I don't think I'm in the wrong here. If anything, I think I did an act of service. I don't think I should have got my phone taken. Anyways, if you made it to the end, comment a brown emoji for a follow back, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.
He had pictures and ratings of the girls he fucked. This is a story time about Eric. If you don't know who he is, he was basically my cruise huzz that I had on my last cruise that I went on. Him and I still snap, but we like kind of stopped talking. And this past entire week, he has been trying
to get me to send to him. This happened just recently. He had asked me to send to him, changed our chats to delete immediately, and when I said no, he said, well, these other girls have. I was really confused, so I said, what girls? And he proceeds to send me 4 pictures of 4 girls and him that were half naked. He has 4 bodies, by the way, and they're all from cruises. He then proceeds to tell me that those 4 girls are his 4 bodies. I really was like, what the fuck? You have pictures of them half naked? And he proceeds to tell me, yeah, this is like, these were taken like right after we fucked. So I'm texting him and I'm like, what is like wrong with you? And he then goes and like sends me screenshots of his notes app where he has ratings of each girl out of 10. While I'm still trying to absorb everything that he's just given to me, he tells me which girl goes with which rating and why they got the rating that they got. One girl got a 7 out of 10 because she was on her period. Another got a 9 out of 10 because she didn't want to go for round 2. He then proceeds to make a comment, something along the lines of, unfortunately, I never got to rate you though. Fucking good. I don't want to be on your fuck-ass list of ratings on girls you fucked on cruises. Why? Like, what the fuck? So I was just like, yeah, like, I'm glad, like, you didn't get to rate me. And he's like, well, anyways, like, all of these girls, like, they send to me. I don't give a fuck. Like, I am not them, and they are not me. Completely different people. I don't care if they send to you. What am I supposed to do about that? Give you a round of applause? Give you a piece of cake? Like, what? If they want to do that, that's their choice. That's their decision. I'm making my own decisions based off of my morals and what I think is right. I take back all of the nice things I said about this boy and literally everything, because he is just like Julius and he is disgusting. Take this as a reminder. Keep your standards high and your boundaries respected, because you have standards and boundaries for a reason. Now I know why his 4 bodies are only from cruises. It's because people in his state know how fucking weird he is. And people on cruises don't. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I love you all so much. Bye!
Get ready with me for the gym while I tell you what the hell happened at the party I went to the other day. Let me just tell you, it didn't even last 2 seconds. No one even got let in. Just a little recap, it got postponed again, canceled, uncanceled, fireworks being thrown that I thought was tear gas by the police, a line of Karens standing there like grandmas in their bathrobes, and this happened like twice, like 2 parties, but nothing happened and you're just standing there the whole night. Now I'm sorry in advance for shading the people who organized this, but like I never go out. And one of the guys who organized it convinced me to go and said this was gonna be like Project X, but I had nothing else to do on a Saturday night, so I was like, fine, me and my people finna show up. Story's getting so good, I damn near forgot to get ready. When I tell y'all, we pulled up, sat in the car, didn't even get out because it was like a shit show outside, sat in traffic, waited for the next address to drop, parked a mile away from the next house. By the time we walked there in 30-degree weather, bro, people stormed inside the backyard. Not even kidding you, 30 seconds later, the crowd of hundreds of people is getting pushed out by people with tasers. We're standing in the driveway. Guess who pulls in? The mom. Now, I don't know if any of these people got in trouble, but she pulled it smack dead in the middle of the crowd, got out, and everyone can tell that's their mom because there is no other reason a 40-year-old woman should be here. And everyone was like, oh, sorry, ma'am, have a good night, yeah, we out. And that was literally my night. Now, I'm not super mad because I still went out and like managed to have a fun night, but I still wasted a really cute outfit. And girls know once you wear it once, like, it sucks to rewear it. And then my friend in question who organized the party was like, sorry guys, it was poor planning. Bro, y'all posted the address at 8 a.m. that day. Of course, the neighbors, their moms, and their pets will know about this freaking party. And if you live in the state of Arizona, I'm telling you, you definitely heard of it. It was in Glendale. But it was bound to shut down. Now he's texting me talking about some next weekend. No!
I said yes once. I went out one weekend, and now you're talking about, no, we got more parties next weekend. No, I'm gonna be in bed. Anyway, that's really the update. I don't know why my skin is so inflamed all of a sudden. But anyways, I gotta go to the gym. Bye!
Get ready with me while I tell you the time where my dad secretly followed me to a party and then embarrasses me at a party in front of all of my friends. Okay, so this is taking place Halloween weekend. I'm pretty sure it was the weekend before Halloween, and there was like a small-ish or like a party that me and my friends got invited to, and so we were like, we have to go. And to like give context, like my parents, specifically my mom, hates Halloween, so she doesn't really like let me celebrate it or whatever. It's like a whole thing, I know. And so I'm also not allowed to go to parties, so I had to lie about that too. So I was like, all right, how am I gonna construct this lie so I can go to this party? And I came up with that I was going to go to my best friend's house and we were gonna study the SAT that night. And so I told my mom that, and she was like, okay. But where I fucked it up was I asked if I could sleep over after because we were gonna be too tired to like do something, I don't know. But my mom also doesn't like sleepovers, so she was like, no, like why would you sleep over? Like you're just sitting the SAT. And I was like, okay, like yeah, sure, whatever. I don't really care, I just wanted to ask. And she was like, okay, whatever. So the time comes and I go to my best friend's house and my mom drives me. Yeah, so my mom was driving me to her house. I get to her house and my mom drops me off and she was like, and so then I was like, okay, like since I'm not allowed to sleep over, can I stay until really late? And she was like, how late are you talking? And then I was like, maybe like 12:30, like it's not that late. And then she was like, okay. Ugh, now looking back at it, like that's so sus. Like I hate myself, like wow. And so we're at her house, like we're getting ready, like we stay at her house for like an hour getting ready. Yeah, so we stay at her house getting ready and then we go to the party like an hour later. And everything is literally going fine. Like no like problems. My mom didn't call me. And it's like about 11 and my mom calls me and I'm like freaking out because A, it was super loud, B, like it did not sound like I was in a house studying for the SAT, and like I was just like not thinking straight. I was like, I don't know what to do, so then I don't answer. That was the biggest mistake. So I don't answer, and then instead I text her and I'm like, 1 second, like we're almost done studying, I'll call you after. And she says okay, and I was like, oh wow, like I dodged a bullet, like that was pretty easy. No. No. Then a few minutes later I get a text from my sister asking, where are you? First of all, why do you care? Second of all, I was like, why? And she goes, mom just randomly like called me and asked me your location. And I was like, did you tell her? And she was like, no, like she said she already knew. Like she said that like dad is like picking you up or something. And I was like, he is not here. And she was like, yes he is, like she just said that he's like there like looking at you. And when I tell you my heart fell to my ass, like I think I turned pale, like I literally started freaking out. Oh, keep in mind I was wearing a Little Red Riding Hood outfit, meaning just like a red corset and like black booty shorts with a cape. And I was like, okay, so I'm like looking around and I'm like, where is this man? Like, what? Like, why haven't I seen him? Because the party got, like, not moved, like, outside, but, like, people were outside now. Like, everyone was outside. And, I'm looking around, and I see my dad. He's in the car with his phone like this, taking pictures of me. Yeah. So, like, it's unavoidable. Like, I'm caught. Like, first time I'm ever caught doing something. Like, I don't avoid him anymore. Like, he sees me, I see him, we lock eye contact. His expression does not change. And I was gonna go to the car, you know? Like, I was fully heading to the car, ready to accept defeat. Nope, he decided to get out of the car. He gets out of the car and starts yelling at me, like, literally, like, screaming. And he's just like, I knew it, like, I had a feeling, your mom was telling me what you were doing, and I just didn't believe it, like, I had a feeling, I was right, blah, 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 like, basically, like, being so happy that he was right, that he, like, cracked the code, and, like, oh my god, I stuck out, whatever. And I was just, like, quiet, everyone was around me, everyone was looking, and, yeah, and he, like, dragged me to the car, went home, and I had to face my mom. So, whatever, I come home, they, like, asked to smell my breath, but I wasn't, like, doing that much, and by that time, I was, like, I think anyone in my situation would be dead sober, and I, like, was just sitting there, like, I was, like, ready, like, I already got the worst from my dad, like, my mom, she doesn't yell at me, like, she's just, like, a sweet person that, like, just gets, like, disappointed or whatever, and they both sit me down, and they start to pull up my TikTok, and they're like, we saw this, we've been following you, we saw this, and we were, like, so disappointed, like, why are you posting stuff like that, like, blah, 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 and I was just like, I'm gonna kill myself, like, I literally just wanted to, like, die, like, whatever, and so then, yeah, they found my TikTok, they found out through there, because of my outfit, and then I have no idea how, I was thinking, like, how the hell did they find me, like, I don't have my location on, like, they don't, like, ask me to, like, share my location with them, so I was like, how the hell did they ask me to find them? I come to find out it was my op of a sister that told them, without, like, even, like, asking me first, like, where do you want me to say, which is, like, she usually does, like, if my parents ask her something of me, like, she, like, runs it through me first, but no, like, she told them, like, right where I was, the exact coordinates, the address, the town, yeah, like, that was just, like, the scariest night in my entire life. I've never gotten caught in before, and, right, so this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoyed that story. Let me know if you want to hear any other of my parents' stories, because there's a lot. And yeah, gotta leave school.